In this video, I'm going to show you the common mistakes that people make when choosing their supplier. Hi, I'm Sarah from Soap School. A lot of people make the mistake of picking the first supplier that they find, or worse, picking because it's the cheapest one. And that could really ruin your business before it even starts. So in this video, I'm going to show you what to look for and how to avoid making some of these more costly mistakes. I'm a small business owner just like you. I started my own soap company over 30 years ago, and let me tell you, it was not at all easy. An important thing that I learned along the way was how crucial it is to choose the right supplier. And I should know because I owned a large soap making supplies company over in the UK for over a decade. There are many things that can affect your business, so how can you try and ensure that your supplier will be able to meet your demands and help you grow your business rather than slow your business? Well, firstly, how do you find a supplier? There are a vast number of suppliers now available, both locally, nationally, and even internationally. So how do you know which is the right supplier for you? Well, a Google search is honestly a great starting point. That's going to show you where they're located. It's going to show you if they've got a brick and mortar store, what their website details are, and even show you feedback from clients. Something I do think is important to check into is location. So why is location important? Well, as I mentioned, we've got local, countrywide, and even international. But buying from a supplier in another state or even another country might seem like a great idea if the price is right, but it might not be as attractive as it first seems. Let's look at a few of the issues. Firstly, time for delivery. It's going to take much longer if you're going with someone that's not local to you. If you're having to wait for things to be shipped from a different state or even another country, that's going to take a significant amount of extra time. Local businesses sometimes allow you to collect your goods. That's going to save you time and shipping fees. And the cost of shipping fees can be significant. And the further the distance is, even from state to state, let alone international, that shipping can really add up, especially as costs are spiraling right now. Another thing to consider is that some areas have sales taxes, and those may apply to you and boost the amount of money that you've got to pay to those suppliers. If you are thinking of buying from an international supplier, then you have to factor in import duty, and it can get quite high depending on where you live. So it has to be factored in to your final price. And sometimes that bargain that you spotted online might not turn out to be such a good deal in the end. So how do you know if the supplier is right for you? Well, the first thing I always do is do your research. Compare prices, but also compare quality from several different suppliers. And buy a sample of the product. If you're unsure, don't just go and buy huge amounts or big bottles or large quantities of things, because it might not be what you want in the end, and then you've wasted that money. Check customer reviews or forums to get some good ideas too. Now, bear in mind, there will always be some issues. No matter how good your suppliers are or how hard they try, there's always going to be an occasional comment that's negative. So look at the wider picture. Are there any patterns showing up, like a lack of communication from the supplier? Are there consistent issues with shipping and lateness of delivery? Are they repeatedly missing items out of orders? Or do they have a large number of items that are always out of stock? All these are red flags, and one odd occasional comment is fine. But if it's consistently full of these comments, I'd be looking elsewhere. There are so many fabulous forums and really, really talented people out there who use suppliers all of the time. Get their feedback, ask them who they would recommend, and see if they can recommend someone that is more local to you too. Do you do? Something that I've always found really important is, can I call a human? There's nothing more frustrating when you've got a question, you're wanting to buy an item, or something's wrong with your order, or you need some technical advice or help, to find that the supplier has no telephone number listed and only an email to contact them. If you need something in a rush, you need to know that everything is in hand and that they've got your back and that they're going to get that done in a timely manner to help you out of that situation, and not go through sleepless, numerous nights wondering if the email has even been read, let alone actioned. Getting an almost instant response and feedback from somebody on a phone allows you to just have that breath or sigh of relief, and it gives you the time, if they can't help you, to find an alternative supplier who can facilitate more quickly, or it allows you that extra time to adjust your plans, change your manufacturing schedule, or change your delivery schedule to some of your retail outlets. And another factor that I find incredibly important is, do they supply paperwork? Now, I'm based in the UK, and in the UK and the EU, we have to have paperwork for everything. So depending on where you live, the regulations are different, but it may well be that in your particular area, you require paperwork for the ingredients that are being used, such as your MSDS sheets, your IFRA information, your allergen calculations, certified batch details for your colours, for example. Buying from a supplier only to find that you can't get the paperwork wastes your money as well as your time, and it can really impact your business long term. This next item is something that causes so many problems for so many people, and I have literally seen dozens of businesses fail because of this, so it's definitely one that I wanted to touch on you. And it's why it's not a good idea to buy supplier specific ingredients. It can look really tempting to buy a new or an exclusive product from a supplier. There are many downsides to this, and I see it impacting businesses every single year. And literally, businesses end up failing and having to close because of it. And whilst we all fall for that shiny new objects being shown to us on the websites, buying something that you can only get from one supplier can create no end of problem. And it isn't just for soap supplies, but for other products too. Let's say that you buy wax from a supplier, you fall in love with the wax, it's absolutely gorgeous, it's got this beautiful smooth finish and a perfect performance. The first few orders go really smoothly, it's fantastic. But then the holiday season comes around and everybody wants stock of that same product. And the next time that you go to order, that product is out of stock. You've got no way of knowing if it's just going to be out of stock for a few days, but actually more than likely, because it's a bespoke item to them, it's probably going to be out of stock for weeks and sometimes even for months. And the time it takes to get back in stock again, and the time that you can't get that product, means you're missing out on sales for yourself. It means you could be coming up to a busy time of the year for your business and you can't make a key element or even the main element in your brand. Now that can affect any events that you're going to, but it can also impact on you not being able to service your wholesale clients. And if you have to let down your wholesale clients, they're going to end up going to another supplier who can deliver product, and you've just lost a really important customer. By choosing ingredients and items that are manufactured by larger or better known brands, you're going to find that if one company doesn't have it and it's sold out, you've got the option to at least look at numerous other suppliers. And you'll normally be able to find another source for it and be able to move forward with your business. And similarly, when a product is sold by many suppliers, there's less likelihood of them putting up the prices significantly, as they'll want to remain competitive in the marketplace for that product. One thing I wanted to talk about was price, but not necessarily in the way that you think. I always tell people, don't just check the prices on a website. Just because a supplier has a price on their website doesn't mean that that is the only price. Always check to see if they have a separate wholesale price to the ones that are listed on their website. Some do. They may also have something like a members club or a loyalty club or loyalty discounts, business specials, free shipping offers, or free shipping over a certain value. Also check out for things like social media discounts or promo codes, coupon codes, and so many other things. Now, some of those are quite obvious and you're probably already doing them, but it can make a significant difference to the price that you pay. So keep checking out all of the deals. Make sure you're signed up for the newsletters. When they've got a special, it can be significantly different in price. It's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Now, something you might not have thought about is price matching. Many suppliers will price match if you ask them to. Rather than ordering from two separate places and paying two lots of shipping, reach out to the supplier and ask them if they can price match on that item. More often than not, they will. Now, here's a little tip for you that's something that I used to do all of the time. If you're looking to buy a large number of items from a supplier, let's say essential oils, send them an email with a full list or a spreadsheet of all of the items and the amounts that you want to buy. I'd list all of the essential oils that I needed, email it to my preferred supplier. I'd often send it to two suppliers, and I'd ask them for their best price for the entire order. I don't think there was ever a time in decades that I didn't get some kind of discount on the main price rather than just shopping straight from the website. And there were many times when we actually got significant discounts on particular items. Now, sometimes they can't discount at all because they're already at rock bottom on that particular price, or maybe they actually need to put their prices up on something and they just haven't put that onto their pricing yet. But sometimes they may have got a deal in and they've got a good price saving on a particular item and they can afford to give you an additional discount. And every penny counts when you're in business. It really can make a significant difference. So utilising some or even all of these different money saving tips can really help you not overpay and have extra revenue in your business rather than shelling it out all of the time. This next one isn't really to do with cost, but it does have a significant impact on your business. And that's building a relationship with your supplier. You might be thinking, why on earth do I need to build a relationship with my supplier? Well, your supplier is a key part of your business. They're essentially part of your business family, and you need to treat them in the same way and with some respect. A good supplier can help you in so many ways. They might promote you to someone that they know is looking for a particular service or product. It might feature you to their audience, giving you a great marketing opportunity. They may share advance notice of shortages, of price increases, or even new opportunities that could help your business grow. Try and nurture your relationship with your suppliers. No matter how busy you are, try and just take a moment when someone's gone over and above and helped you get an order out early or really helped you in some way. Take a moment and just say thank you to the people who've gone the extra mile to support you and your business. It means so much to them. They're going to remember it. And it's a fantastic opportunity for you to help make someone's day really special. Now, there's a surefire way to really pee off all of your suppliers, and that means that you're not going to get the best service from them in the future. If you do have a problem with a supplier, your first place to talk about it and fix the problem is with the supplier, not on a forum or social media. Give the supplier the chance to fix things and resolve the problems for you. Try and build a relationship with your suppliers, and when you really need them, they'll be there to support you. They'll have your back and they'll be willing and wanting to help you out. But if you jump online and you just start posting a ton of negativity about every tiny thing, you can't expect them to jump through hoops when you need a rush order or you need their support. So remember, your suppliers will have your back if you have theirs. Build some meaningful relationships with a supplier that you can trust, and it will really, really help grow your business. I do hope that you found something in these tips that will help you move your business forward. Starting any business is always a struggle, and none of us have unlimited pockets, so finding little ways to minimize problems, maximize profits is always beneficial. I hope you have an amazing week. I'm going to put the next video up for you, and that is all about starting a soap business. So if you haven't started yet and you're thinking of starting, there's some extra tips in this video for you. I hope you enjoy it. Bye bye for now.